Brothers and sisters, today I come to you with something powerful, something real, something not wrapped in superstition or vague hope, but something grounded in science, in truth, and in the very fabric of how your mind was created to work. I want to share with you one manifestation hack, just one, backed by neuroscience, that if you receive it and apply it, can instantly change your life. I'm not talking about someday, I'm not talking about after 30 days or next year, I'm talking about right now. Because manifestation is not magic, manifestation is not something that happens only when the stars align. Manifestation is a science that works when you work it. It's the law of the mind and spirit working together in divine rhythm, and when you master it, you no longer beg life for breadcrumbs, you command life to bring the feast to your table. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, how many goals you write down, how many affirmations you repeat, something just isn't shifting? You light the candles, you speak the words, but the breakthrough still feels like it's on back order. The reason is not because manifestation doesn't work. The reason is because the brain has not been trained to see what the spirit is reaching for. And until the mind becomes a servant to the vision, not a master of limitation, manifestation will be delayed. You see, there's a mechanism in your brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS. This isn't hype, this is neuroscience. It's a bundle of nerves at your brainstem that filters the information your mind receives. Every second, your senses take in about 11 million bits of data, but your conscious brain can only process about 50 of those. That means 950 bits of reality are getting ignored. What determines the 50 you do notice? Your RAS, and what controls your RAS, your beliefs, your focus, your identity. So when you say, I want to be wealthy, but deep down you believe you're broke, your RAS filters out wealth, building opportunities. When you say, I want a loving relationship, but you subconsciously believe you're not worthy of love, your RAS deletes the very people and moments that could transform your love life. Your reality is not shaped just by what's out there, but by what your brain has been instructed to see. So here is the manifestation hack. Prime your reticular activating system daily with vivid, emotionally charged visualization rooted in present identity. That's the key. That's not wishful thinking, it's mental conditioning. If you do this properly, you will begin to see what was already there, and life will begin to feel like it's moving in your favor. Not because life changed, but because you changed how you see it. Let me break it down. When you visualize, don't just imagine what you want. That's weak. That's surface level. You must visualize from the identity of already having it. There is a massive difference between saying, I want to be a successful entrepreneur, and saying, I am a successful entrepreneur. Because your RAS listens to the language of certainty, not of hope. You must see it, hear it, feel it, believe it in your cells. Sit quietly every morning and every night, and close your eyes. Picture your desired life in detail. But not from afar. Put yourself in it. Smell the room, hear the sounds. Feel the steering wheel of your dream car under your fingertips. Laugh in that room of business partners congratulating you on your next major deal. Watch your phone light up with a message that your bank account just grew by 6 figures. Make it real, because the brain doesn't know the difference between what's imagined vividly and what's experienced physically. That's why athletes rehearse success before they compete. That's why top performers walk into the future in their mind before they ever arrive in the body. They're hacking the RAS. They're telling the brain, this is what to look for. This is what matters. This is who I am. And don't just visualize. It must be emotional. The reticular activating system responds to emotion. That's the trigger, so you must feel the gratitude. You must feel the joy. You must feel the freedom. You must rehearse the emotion of the outcome until your nervous system gets rewired to normalize it. Do this daily, and suddenly you'll notice people showing up who match your vision. You'll see opportunities that were always there but hidden from your awareness. Your environment didn't change, your filter did. Your world didn't rearrange itself. Your perception of it aligned with your intention. This is not fantasy, this is brain science. This is how you were divinely engineered. And if you want to go deeper, I want to tell you something most people won't tell you. Your subconscious mind, the storehouse of all your programming, responds more to identity than to goals. So when you say, I will be rich, the subconscious says maybe. But when you say, I am rich, and you pair it with consistent emotional visualization, the subconscious begins to organize your habits, your thoughts, your behaviors around that new identity. And once the identity changes, the manifestation becomes inevitable. You don't chase it anymore. You align with it, and the more you align, the more effortless life becomes. That's why some people seem like they're in flow. They're not hustling harder, they're living from a new identity. So the hack, brothers and sisters, is simple but profound. Train your RAS to serve your destiny. Train your mind to believe what your soul already knows. Because once your vision becomes familiar to your nervous system, your life will begin to attract the people, the places, the decisions, and the direction that brings that vision into reality. Stop telling your brain what you don't want. That only strengthens the filter of fear, of lack, of struggle. Instead, instruct your RAS with clarity, with boldness, with emotion. Don't say, I hope I make it. Say, I have made it. Don't say, one day I'll find love. Say, I am love and love surrounds me now. Every thought is a seed. Every visualization is watering the soil. Every belief is shaping the harvest you are about to receive. Now hear this, because this is where most people miss it. They try this once or twice, and when the outside world doesn't immediately change, they give up. They say, it's not working. But listen, your outer world is always the echo of your inner world. It's on delay. What you see today is the harvest of the seeds you planted yesterday. So don't let temporary circumstances cancel your eternal potential. The world is not resisting you, it's responding to you, and if your results haven't changed, it's because your frequency hasn't shifted yet, but it will if you stay consistent. I challenge you starting today to dedicate 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night to rehearse your vision, not from a place of want, but from a place of being. Rewire your RAS, reset your mental filter. Command your subconscious, and watch your behavior begin to align without resistance. Watch doors open, watch luck increase. It's not magic, it's alignment. When the inside changes, the outside has no choice but to follow. Brothers and sisters, you were never meant to struggle forever. You were never created to beg life for a chance. You were designed in power on purpose for purpose. The same way your lungs were created to breathe, your mind was created to manifest. The problem is, nobody taught you how to use the machinery, but now you know. The key has been given. You have been shown the one hack that rewires the brain, reprograms the filter, and redefines your destiny. The question is, will you use it? Because this works whether you believe it or not. But it works best when you believe it, when you embrace it, and when you become it. So step into your future self now. Not tomorrow, not when things look better, but now, because the moment you shift how you see, you shift what you receive. Manifestation is not outside of you. It's always been waiting inside for permission to flow. And today, you have the science, the understanding, and the power to give it that permission. So rise up, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and begin the sacred work of becoming what you've been seeking. Your best life isn't coming, it's already here. Now go claim it. You see, brothers and sisters, too many people are out here walking around blind. Not because they can't see with their eyes, but because their perception has been hijacked by patterns that no longer serve them. Every day they replay the same thoughts, the same emotions, and the same stories, and they wonder why their life doesn't change. But the truth is, your life isn't determined by your past, it's dictated by your pattern recognition. And your brain is a master at finding what you tell it to look for. That reticular activating system is not just a filter, it's a magnet. It pulls into your awareness the exact things that confirm your dominant beliefs. So when you start declaring, visualizing, and feeling the future you want, your brain starts gathering the evidence to support it. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter how many times you failed. It doesn't matter who left, who doubted you, or what didn't work out. The only thing that matters is whether you are willing to reprogram the lens through which you see yourself, because once that changes, everything else follows. Let me tell you something powerful. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition and emotion. Not logic, not reason, but repetition and emotion. That's how you trained it in the first place. Every time you failed and told yourself, "I'm not good enough," you impressed a belief. Every time you looked in the mirror and criticized yourself, you impressed a belief. Every time you said, "This always happens to me," and emotionally agreed with that pattern, you impressed a belief. And now those beliefs are running your filter. They're shaping your results. But the good news is this: you can overwrite every single one of them. You can reprogram the very blueprint of your life. But you must decide. Decide that your past is no longer your script. Decide that your history is not your destiny. Decide that your future identity starts now. And when you do that, something incredible happens. You stop waiting for conditions to be right, and you start living as if the conditions are already yours. You stop negotiating with your limitations and start collaborating with your vision. That's when the energy around you starts to shift. That's when favor shows up. That's when opportunities that were once invisible become obvious. Why? Because you told your brain, "This is who I am now. This is what I'm aligned with. This is what matters." And your RAS goes to work like a faithful servant, scanning every environment, every conversation, every moment, and pulling into your conscious awareness everything that confirms that identity. This is why some people walk into a room and feel unnoticed, while others walk into the same room and draw every opportunity. It's not luck, it's perception, it's self-image, it's the internal broadcast that tells the world how to treat you. And the broadcast doesn't start outside, it starts in your mind. It starts in that quiet moment each day when you close your eyes and embody the version of you that already has what you're asking for. Because the universe doesn't respond to desperation, it responds to certainty. And when your visualization becomes identity-based, the world has no choice but to mirror back what you believe to be true. Now, don't misunderstand me. This is not about ignoring effort. This is not about sitting on the couch and hoping life changes. No, this is about aligned action, action that flows from identity, because when your mind is aligned, action becomes easier. You no longer talk yourself out of it. You no longer procrastinate. You no longer shrink back from the opportunity. Why? Because you've already become the version of you who takes the leap, who makes the decision, who walks in confidence. Your thoughts produce your feelings create your behavior, and your behavior builds your life. So if you want to change your life, start by upgrading your thoughts specifically, the thoughts you allow to repeat. Your RAS is always listening, your subconscious is always recording. Make sure you're feeding it the right script, and here's the kicker, this hack works both ways. If you constantly visualize worst-case scenarios, guess what your RAS will filter for? If you live in fear, your RAS will bring you more to be afraid of. If you expect betrayal, your RAS will highlight every red flag even when none exist. So this is not just a tool for success, it's a responsibility. Because the brain doesn't choose what to filter based on morality, it does it based on repetition and focus. So ask yourself, what have you been rehearsing mentally that you don't want to manifest? What inner script has been quietly hijacking your vision? It's time to rewrite it, not tomorrow, not when you're more motivated, but now, and it doesn't take hours, it takes intention. 5 to 10 minutes a day of focused, emotional visualization from the place of already having your result can outperform years of struggle based on scattered effort. That's because this kind of visualization creates a neural blueprint. The brain starts to map new pathways. The subconscious starts shifting beliefs. The nervous system starts to adapt to a new normal. And once your internal world accepts it, the external world begins to conform to it. You begin to notice things you never noticed before. You begin to move differently, speak differently, decide differently. And all of it stems from a single shift. seeing yourself not as someone who wants transformation, but as someone who embodies it. Let me be real with you. Most people don't fail because of a lack of potential. They fail because they can't sustain the vision long enough for it to manifest. They give up too soon. They start doubting when it gets uncomfortable. They stop visualizing when the evidence isn't immediate. But manifestation doesn't respond to impatience, it responds to persistence. You must see the unseen longer than your current reality tempts you to forget it. That's what separates those who break through from those who break down. It's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's alignment and persistence. You become a magnet for miracles not when you beg for them, but when you expect them. Not from arrogance, but from identity. And when you start living this way, you stop being surprised by your breakthroughs. You stop being shocked when your vision becomes real, because you already saw it, you rehearsed it, you felt it coming. The only thing you didn't know was how, but you didn't need to know how. You just needed to know who you were becoming. And the how revealed itself to that version of you. Life starts to work for you, not against you, because the version of you who already has it does not vibrate at the frequency of fear. That version moves in confidence, acts in faith, and speaks with clarity. That version is who you must practice being every day. And listen, this is not about faking it. This is about faithing it. Because when you declare it, when you see it, and when you live it emotionally, you activate the parts of your brain that were built to create. Your frontal cortex starts to organize solutions. Your limbic system begins to link pleasure to the new vision. Your nervous system releases stress and embraces momentum. Your biology shifts to match your belief. So don't underestimate this. This is not fluff. This is functional neuroscience, and it belongs to you, not just the few, not just the elite, but you. You were created with the power to design your destiny by mastering the focus of your mind. So the question is, are you willing to do the inner work? Are you willing to close your eyes each morning and live from your vision before the world confirms it? Are you willing to believe in your future more than your past? Are you willing to feel abundance before the money arrives, to feel love before the relationship shows up, to feel health before the diagnosis changes? Because if you can do that, if you can train your RAS to serve your divine identity, there is nothing that can be held from you. Life is not holding you back, your perception is, and now you have the key to unlock it. So brothers and sisters, rise up. Start today, speak the words, feel the truth, see the future, and know that as you do, you're not just imagining, you're creating. You're shifting timelines, you're commanding your biology to match your vision. And the world, oh yes, the world will catch up, because it always does. It must, the seed has been planted, the roots are growing. And the harvest is already on the way. Keep watering it with belief, keep nurturing it with emotion, keep shielding it from the weeds of doubt, and watch as what once felt far off begins to show up in your life like it was there all along. Because it was, you just hadn't trained your eyes to see it. Now go and live like it's already done, because it is. Brothers and sisters, as we bring this message to a close, I want you to understand something deep in your soul. The power to transform your life is not out there in the world, in luck, in chance, or in other people's permission. It's inside of you, waiting to be activated. You have been given a divine tool, hardwired into your brain by design, to shape your reality. This one manifestation hack grounded in neuroscience. The daily, emotionally charged visualization from the identity of already being who you desire to be is not a theory. It is truth, it is science, and it is spirit. Your reticular activating system is not passive. It is working around the clock, responding to the commands you give it, whether consciously or unconsciously. So today, you must choose. Choose what filter you will live through. Choose what identity you will reinforce. Choose whether you will continue rehearsing lack, fear, and limitation, or whether you will begin rehearsing abundance, victory, and expansion. You are the author of your mental script. You are the broadcaster of your inner frequency, and your life, your relationships, your finances, your opportunities, they are all tuning themselves to the signal you send out. So no more playing small, no more waiting for circumstances to validate your worth. No more saying, "I'll believe it when I see it." From this day forward, let your life be a testimony to the truth that when you see it in your mind and feel it in your spirit, you begin to live it in your reality. Walk in that power, practice this daily, protect your mental environment, and when the doubts come, and they will remember who you are not your past, you are not your mistakes, you are not your fears. You are a creator made in the image of the Most High with the power to speak, to see, to feel, and to manifest. So go forward now, not as someone waiting for life to happen, but as someone causing life to respond. You are not here to survive, you are here to create. You are not here to wish, you are here to manifest, and your best days, your breakthroughs, your blessings, they are not behind you, they are in front of you, waiting for your vision to match their frequency. So, rise up and live as if it's already done. Because the moment you believe that, the world will believe it too. Thank you.